Welcome to another episode of Let's Address This with Constantine. I'm still in Michigan, sitting down with the brilliant Donavan McKinney, current state rep in Michigan, running for Congress in the 13th district.
Yeah.
Thank you for being with us today.
Man, thank you for being here. Man.
Always, man. Look, I've been following your campaign for a long time, and I want you to talk about what inspired you to run in the first place, because you are running on an unapologetically progressive platform to ensure that working people have a seat at the table. Talk about that.
Yeah, so right now I represent the poorest district in the state of Michigan at the State House. $14,000 is the median income of my current district. And I'm running to represent the 5th poorest congressional district in the nation. Think about that. Out of 435 congressional districts across the country, Michigan's mighty 13th district is the 5th poorest. And so for me, working class values is all I know. And this is what we absolutely need. We need people that are unapologetic, that are going to fight like hell for not only our values, but fight like hell for the people that they represent. And we're going to put them first.
And the reality is that the current incumbent is a corporate Democrat who is worth tens of millions of dollars and completely detached from the reality of the needs of working people. He's basically self-funding his campaign because he's got absurd amounts of money. You're running a people fighter campaign.
So we ran a grassroots campaign. We have already raised over $1 million by the grace of God. Over 40,000 or so individual contributions on ActBlue alone, and the average donation has been $19. And so we're excited about this because this is a movement. I can't do it by myself. It's an inside-outside game, right? Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. preaches about it and talked about it. And you need people on the inside of government. They're going to have your values. They're going to represent your best interests. But you also need people on the outside. That are the agitators, the advocators, the people that are going to really organize and build the bridge to hold the elected officials accountable. And so for me, this is about understanding and educating what's happening now, but what we absolutely need to do for the future for our kids and our grandkids. Man, this is what it's all about.
This is a deep blue district, and the primary is effectively the election. Whoever wins the primary is going to win the general. And there's people out there that be like, we already got a Democrat in the seat. Why are we wasting our time going after a Democrat? Can you talk a bit about that?
So we deserve better, right? And so we're tired of the milquetoast Democratic Party. Now, the party can claim all they want to be the party of the people, which I do believe we can be. But the issue is we need people elected that have courage. And courage to me doesn't mean the absence of being afraid. Courage to me is when you are afraid, you still do the right thing. When no one's looking, when no one's paying attention, you still do the right thing on behalf of the interests of the people you represent. Now, for me, it's always going to be about the people of this district. The folks that have been forgotten in every single neighborhood and community throughout the 13th. Now, for my opponent, all he cares about is who's the highest bidder. And so he's taking the corporate money, he's taking the APAC money, he's taking the crypto money. But that doesn't scare me, that doesn't scare our community, because they are ready for a voice and a fighter that's going to represent them to the best of their ability, and that's what we're all about.
And we've said this before, that whoever funds a candidate when they're running for office is who that candidate's going to be responsive to when they're in office. You're funded by 40,000 plus people. He's funded by AI, crypto, APAC, corporations. He's telling us, he's telegraphing to us what kind of congressman he's going to continue to be and why we need change in the first place. Also, this is one of the few majority black districts in Michigan as well. Can you talk about, especially as the VRA is being gutted and black representation is being gutted, why it's important to have representation in this space?
No, this is a great question. I'm running in the seat that's the only majority black district in the country right now that's currently not represented by a black person. And so because of the VRA onslaught and the attack from our Supreme Court, 12 states overnight either decide to cancel their primary elections or call special sessions to redraw these districts. Now, right now, currently, we have more people serving, black people serving in Congress than in one time in the history of our country. 62 members of the Congressional Black Caucus out of 535 seats. So 435 in the House, 100 in the U.S. Senate. We have 62 that are black. That number is projected to plummet in the next 4 to 6 years by all the way down to the teens. Close to somehow 2/3.
Yeah.
And so this means everything. Representation matters.
Yep.
People that look like you, that come from your communities,
Yep.
matter. People who understand the plight and the struggle matters. And so that's why we're running, and I'll tell you this, we have the most, I like to say this all the time, we have the biggest and baddest coalition in the country.
Yeah.
And we have over 100 plus endorsements rolled out from labor unions like the UAW, to the AFL-CIO and others, SCIU, to faith leaders, to community groups, to so many other folks. They're so excited about this.
Yeah.
But we need people to keep believing in their power.
Yeah.
And when they come together, anything is possible.
And I also point out that when we talk about representation mattering, that by default means that meritocracy matters as well.
Yeah, exactly.
There's no contradiction between the two here as well.
That is true.
And to the people who say, well, no, it's not a representation about meritocracy only, I tell them, how would you feel if it was 9 black women on the U.S. Supreme Court throughout history and we finally got 1 white guy? Suddenly it's a very different conversation, right? That's how they understand it. But the opposite has been true, and they panicked over 1 black woman who is by default, as a matter of fact, the most qualified person in the history of the court. So when I hear Rep. McKinney talk about representation, it by definition also talks about the merit, because you have the merit, you have the qualifications, and you have the representation. How can folks learn more about your campaign?
Yes, DonovanForCongress.com. You can visit our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Donavan McKinney for Congress. But we want people to tap in.
That's right.
Like, as much as possible, we need your voice. So it's the 3 T's I like to say: your time, your talent, and your treasure.
Yeah.
If you have some time and you're able to volunteer, come volunteer with the campaign. If you have a talent, a hidden talent that we don't know about, share it with the campaign.
Yeah.
And if you have a little bit of treasure, I know times are hard. The cost of living is just skyrocketed. I understand. But if you got some extra money, please consider donating to this campaign. And I guarantee you won't regret it.
Donavan McKinney running for U.S. Congress in the 13th District of Michigan. Make sure you get out and vote for him, support him, donate to him. Let's go and win this.
Yeah, let's do it. August 4th is an election. It's election day.
Yeah.
In Michigan, you're in the state of Michigan. We have some of the most progressive voting laws in the books. So we have no reason absentee. We have at least 6 weeks vote by mail. So absentee ballots start dropping in the mail June 25th. We also have 16, 17-year-olds can pre-register to vote. A lot of folks don't know that. And we have at least 9 days early voting across the state.
No excuse not to vote. Let's go out and elect this man to Congress. Thank you for tuning in. Unless injustice is across the machine, we'll see you next time.
Let's do it. Peace.